We're attempting to build this house in 90 days. After knocking down the mobile home, repairing the foundation, and building the second story, this house is finally starting to look like a home. In the last episode, we set all of the roof trusses. I only dropped one of them. In this episode, we're pushing hard to get this place dried in. And that means going up on the roof. And yes, I'm still afraid of heights. This does not feel good up here. Write some illegible notes on a sheet of OSB. We need to get these first two trusses perfectly plumb so that as we continue layout down here, all of the rest of the trusses are plumb. It's a window into your heart. You don't have a soul to look into. You will be square, but I'm a rectangle. Goodbye. Okay, so that sheathing goes on the inside so that we can carry our outside sheathing all the way up the outside of this box. Yesterday was one of those days where we came down here with a lot of enthusiasm, coming off of a few days of putting these trusses up, where we were just feeling like we were gonna get a ton of work done. We spent all day and we built 4 little boxes. But now our first 2 and our last 2 trusses are plumb, they are straight, and we can get started framing our eaves on this side. I picked through every board at the store to make sure that they were straight. Now we come back this morning and it's bowed. Measure once, cut twice. If that's Eve, that must be Adam. Okay, so this is called an outrigger, I think. It's gonna go like that. It goes over the top of our gable truss into our first truss, and that's what's gonna support our 2-foot overhang here and be able to support our 100-pound snow loads in our area. Oh, I like the hustle. Okay, so that outrigger now, when it's loaded with snow, it wants to tip like this, basically counter that tipping or that uplift. What am I trying to say?
This bit gets pushed down and that bit will break. So we're gonna put a big screw in.
Oh yeah. That's nice. Wait, I bought special screws for this. These aren't the screws I bought, because I don't think these are, no. Are these what I bought? What was my plan here? Those aren't the right screws. I think it was these ones.
Are you a screw loose?
How long have we been working on this house now? Look at that bad boy. We can go up like this at an angle. Take this big old screw. Way faster and way cheaper than messing with all the little metal clips. What are you working on, Andy?
Mounting a camera up there so you guys can see a good time lapse. And we're on.
So we're going along and I started noticing that the first truss was getting more and more and more out of plumb, and I kept thinking it was gonna straighten out as I kept adding those blocks, but it was getting worse. So we stopped, we put a string up on this top plate. Basically the top of our wall was a big banana. So the first truss followed the banana, the second truss is straight, and it means that as we're going up, that first truss is having to go like this. So we're stopping, we're fixing it, we're adding another diagonal brace, we're gonna pull that wall so that it is straight, then we can keep going with this blocking. I think once we put our roof sheathing on, it's gonna then hold this wall straight. Jeez, how much?
Do another clip. One more.
Whoa, I broke the block in half. Keep going. Oh, there it is. Now that truss looks straight. Okay, Andy, I think we can keep going now. Up on the rooftop, Riley goes. Okay. Don't stand under me, I have a hammer. Oh, who stole my pencil?
Last one.
That's it. That looks sick. But you were down there filming me, so then I looked down at you and I realized how high up I am. This does not feel good up here. at all. All right, Andy, I'm ready for the first one. Thank you, sir. Boom, perfect. Last outrigger. After a frustrating day yesterday of feeling like we didn't make any progress, I'm really, really happy with how today's going. Speaking of, I think our lunch just showed up. Still afraid of heights, so let's get some lunch.
This is crazy. I can't believe they actually have a house. There's roof trusses on, there's walls up. This is wild.
The rain is coming. Oh, a grasshopper. Fly you. Whoa. Andy, it's fall in Idaho. Last week we're in shorts. This week we're wearing jackets.
So I drove back from Canada last night and I came over the hills just across the border there, and I've seen my first bit of snow already on the roads.
Winter is coming. It's a race now. So the next piece of this roof framing puzzle is that we need something to keep our walls that doesn't fit. So these little boxes go in here like this between every single truss, and then our next row of wall sheathing will come all the way up and nail around this box and to the heel of the truss. That's gonna keep our trusses from being able to rack back and forth, and it provides a secure attachment to hold the trusses and the roof diaphragm to the wall diaphragm. Dude, you're looking American today. Is that a Dickies work shirt? A Wrangler. Very American.
It's a picture of me. Order these online at Ambition Strikes.
Only 3 weeks ago, I'd never used a nail gun in my life.
And now look what we've built. Wow, that was a productive day. We got all of our soffit blocking done on this back wall, and it's crazy how much stronger the trusses feel now. They just feel like locked in solid. So we've got our outriggers done on this side. We've got all the blocking done here on the back side. The outriggers done on the other side. We're gonna go to town, we're gonna buy some lumber, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. We are back from the store with lumber for our fascia boards, but before we get the fascia in, we need to finish all of our panel blocking on the top of the trusses up there. And I'm trying something new today. Andy says that this tool vest is gonna be better than any tool belt I've ever worn, so we're about to find out. Boom. I don't know, nails, speed square, tape measurer, pencil. It definitely feels less restrictive.
I'll do the hard part, you do the monkey work. I'll make a bespoke box for us, and then you just hit it in with your hammer and nail it in, okay?
Oh man, beautiful day up here. Nice view too. So when we're building these blocking boxes for these trusses, we're leaving a 2-inch gap at the top for ventilation. So there's gonna be a gap between our roof sheathing and our insulation that the air can come up and through. Well, what's going on over here, Mr. Oliver?
And then leave a 16th gap. Now I know what a 16th is.
Whoa! You see that?
Whoa, where'd that guy come from?
I don't know.
Fast little guy.
I nearly nailed him. Right, let's try this then.
Hi, Oliver. Definitely gonna be a little harder on this side than the other side, being up on the ladder like this. Oh, so far so good, Andy. It fits really nice. All right, we're dead on the money level. That's perfect, Andy. Let's just keep doing that.
is.
Andy, are we twins today? We're both wearing army green shirts, gray pants.
But I've not been on ambitionstrikes.com. I went to Walmart.
Thank you so much for the overwhelming support on our MTVR shirt. We sold out the first run, but if you missed it, don't worry, because they're back on the website. We've added this as a permanent shirt to our merch line. Thanks for the support. Head over to ambitionstrikes.com and get your MTVR shirt today.
Never mind Riley, I'm a bit nervous about putting the fascia on this outside part. We need to come up with a good idea of
How on earth, how are we gonna get the fascia up on this cantilevered overhang that is at least 30 feet off the ground? Hey Bob, can you bring us a man lift? I don't think he'll bring a man lift that far. What does that sticker say right above your feet?
it says no es un peldaño. I don't speak Spanish though, so I'm not sure. I think it says something about it'll make you taller off the ground.
My honest initial opinions of this vest are that I think I really like it. It doesn't pull down on my pants like the tool belt does. Less stuff is awkwardly dangling out around me. I think the biggest advantage of a vest is I don't have to take it off to go pee. All right, saw is set up at the angle of our roof pitch, which is a 2 1/4 and 12 or 10.5 degrees. String line and a screw. Then we'll put our subfascia on and we'll pull the string and just align our subfascia until it's in line with the rest of the tails. There you go.
There we are.
I like that.
Right, we need to walk to the end somehow and measure this last one.
And whoa, dude, stop. No, stop it.
No, but we actually need to get to the end to
Andy,
measure.
I feel like a cat that's stuck in the tree. Like you need to call the fire department to get him down. I can't even turn around right now.
Take your time. Who's going down to cut it?
I'm stuck up here. Oh, Andy said I wasn't strong enough to do it like that.
I actually didn't think you would be. It just shows what you're capable of when you're scared. Do you want me to do this last one?
I'm gonna conquer my fear. Here we go. Ah, dead battery. Ah, not the right time for the battery to die. Nice. Nice throw. Back on the ground. I can honestly say that was one of the more challenging things that I've done in a long time. It's good. Now we get to stand back for the first time. Oh yeah. So we can finally see like what the roof line of this house is going to look like, and it looks so cool. We'll see tomorrow. I spoke too soon about being done for the day. As soon as we stood back to about here, it was pretty obvious that fascia board had a big old dip in it. Whoop! Just climbed up on the roof like Spider-Man and just walked on out there like it was nothing. How are you doing that?
Just don't think about it. Oh, my string is caught. Now I don't know what to do. Whoa. Right, let's see what this dip is. Actually, just need to make sure that it's all the way to the bottom up there. Pull it tight. Almost 5/8.
Yeah. It's been a huge learning experience on this house, just how much small measurement errors can really matter.
Is that cut nails?
It says wood with nails on it.
Okay.
All right, before we can move on with the next project, we need to get this fascia board fixed. What we figured out is that there's a dip in our foundation, which made a dip in our floor, which made a dip in our wall, and then when we secured this truss down to this wall, that meant there's a dip in our truss. And because of the way that these outriggers work, it amplified that dip 2 times into our fascia. So Andy's now cutting all the nails to separate our truss from our wall. Then we're gonna shim the truss up until it is flat, which should mean that our fascia is flat. Oh yeah, nice, that's perfect. That's really not that much. Okay, I'm gonna get some shims.
That look good, actually.
That looks really good. That was actually a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be to fix. We're using these composite plastic shim things so that it's got something solid to sit on, and one of these will go at each stud location on our wall. What size do you have? I think I need at least a 40. Yeah. Okay, well, let me give you a call back in about 20 minutes and let you know. There's a lift, but it's $1,800.
Yeah, that's...
for a week. And we need it for way more than a week to do all this stuff. I don't think we, do you think we can get this done in a week? We're fighting 2 problems right now. We're fighting that winter is coming and that we need to get this thing done before the snow, but also that all these things are expensive. Dude, what? Be careful, Andy. Are you afraid of heights?
I'm pretty good with heights. I think we can make this work. Let's make our own boom lift.
So if the bucket's like this, we need a way to put a basket right here that Andy can ride in. Bar comes across. That's all you have to do is hook this loop onto this hook, and then the whole thing rocks down. Whoa! I don't know if I should have trusted this crazy driver. I think it's gonna work. Okay, so that's gonna go through here. We're gonna weld it straight to the basket. Woo! She was on cut. Now our thing isn't gonna just rely on the strength of the basket, it's gonna be like going through the basket and hooking the basket.
Do you think this will hold my weight?
I weigh 100.
We can put 16 of you in there? Working with Andy this summer has been an absolute blast. He has been a huge help on this house build, and I'm pretty bummed that his time helping us is coming to an end. And when we first started working together, he was always getting phone calls. They were always at the worst times, and they were usually spam. The same thing used to happen to me, and for a long time, I thought there was nothing I could do about it. The sponsor of today's video is Delete Me, and they're here to help us solve this issue. I've been using Delete Me for over a year now, and it actually works. After signing up, Delete Me asked a few questions and said that their experts would get to work removing my personal information. 7 days later, I received a privacy report saying that Delete Me had reviewed over 5,000 listings and removed my personal information from 54 of them. Unfortunately, there's always new data broker websites popping up with your personal information. It's like a game of privacy invasion whack-a-mole. Luckily, Delete Me continues to scan and remove data every 3 months without me having to do anything. I can also use their search yourself feature to manually search for my personal information. And then if I find my personal information somewhere, I can select remove this and they'll do the work from there. Right now, Delete Me is offering 20% off to our viewers. Head to joindeleteme.com/strikes20 and use the code strikes20 for 20% off. That's joindeleteme.com/strikes20 and use the code strikes20. And thanks again to Delete Me for getting my privacy back. Woo, that thing needs a new blade. So now this is gonna go like that. Oh, that fits good. Can you tell I'm excited? I'm just rushing, I'm throwing tools everywhere, sparks are flying. This is gonna be cool, Andy. And we're going for 70 degrees. 72 is pretty close. How many times have you welded?
Once. It only needs to hold me 30 feet in the air.
Yep.
Is that good enough? That does feel pretty strong, actually. Quite confident that I'll survive.
Should I step inside while you hold it up?
No, it's on my toes.
What'd you find?
Sorry in advance, Courtney, because I think this might be yours. This might be the answer to your tool belt. I'll just carry you around in the cage.
Whoa!
What did I do
You're
then?
holding the trigger with your finger. Oh yeah, there you go. That'll work, Andy. Not bad for welding a painted thing to galvanized. I like it. Handy Andy's handy dandy basket.
It's a masterpiece, this. You can get your own at ambitionstrikes.com.
Yep. Patent pending, trademarked, and coming soon. Hi, Oliver.
Wait, don't scratch it.
You gave me the heavy end. Andy, this is not going anywhere.
How does that look?
I mean, you're just wiggling the whole excavator.
Shall I attach it to the basket?
Yeah.
So I put extra tie wraps on there.
This is Andy's lifeline, just in case. Just in case something happens. Here we go, lifting Andy up in our homemade man basket version 1. How to save $2,000 by putting another man's life in your hands.
Ready as I'm ever gonna be.
Do you trust me?
Okay, let's go. It's a good start. Stop, Riley. I forgot to put my chain on.
The hardest part is keeping you level.
You're doing pretty good.
I can't really see that very well. Well, that's it. That's as high as we go.
That's perfect, Riley.
Oh, you're so high.
And this is built for life.
It could be a carnival ride like a carousel, but it's up on the excavator. Okay, my turn in the basket. I love you, Courtney. Yeah, well, not only do I not like heights, Andy just reminded me that he has no idea how to operate the excavator. Feels really stable, actually. I'm like not scared at all right now. This is nice. Whoa, don't bounce me. Can you angle me down? There you go. Wait, why did you shut it off?
Are we going for a cup of tea?
And now it's time to go to the store and get the sheathing that we need for the roof. It's a new day, and I'm not afraid of heights anymore. Maybe. Did I put it on the right way? Right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Good. Now we just screw it in. It's time to move on to the fascia on the back of the house here, which is the part that I'm most excited about because it's the lowest to the ground, and we can just hop up on ladders to do it. It's a little different because the tails are plumb cut and we can't just use a 2x8. We need to rip a 2x10 into the right width with our rake angle on it. We didn't quite think that one through, Andy. As we're going along, I'm watching Andy and he's getting closer and closer to this brace.
I'm like 4 inches away from not fitting.
Almost didn't make it. I can't see.
Needs to come over. Stop there. I'll go to the back.
There we go. That got a little sketchy for a moment.
Do you think it's worked?
Yeah, it's fine. Our hero has arrived, the toilet pumper.
Is it funny that when we put it down, I didn't want to put it in the mud because it's all clean, this wood?
Oh yeah, look at that, dude.
Is this bespoke?
Yeah, it's perfect. Looking pretty dark over there, Andy.
I think what will happen is we'll go play noughts and crosses in the truck.
Go play what?
What do you call it? With the X and the O?
Tic-tac-toe.
Oh, it's not bad that, mate.
Yeah, we're getting pretty good at this.
Woo! Woo! It's a bit windier today.
Yeah. I think the rain ruined those plans to get started on the roof sheathing. But then I realized we do have a project that we can get done downstairs, down here in the basement. That interior wall there supports the front of the building here from going like this, but then we need a way to transfer the load of that down all the way to our foundation, and that's where this downstairs wall comes in. It needs to be sheathed with OSB, just like any brace wall would be. Andy's got the pry bar under his foot. Looks pretty good.
You'll need to be at the receiving end. Yeah, load it down. Load it to the bottom. There we go. You just grab it.
Yeah, got it. All right, we got one more stud under each end of this big opening. We added double studs on each side of the door opening right here to stiffen up that door. We added one more stud right here underneath this window opening. Today was one of those days that didn't exactly go as planned. We still got a ton done. We got this whole bottom sheathed. The weather's supposed to be better tomorrow, which means that I hope that tomorrow we can sheathe this roof. So we'll see you then.
Good morning, guys. The chill in the air is a reminder that winter's almost here. I think it has to be equally excited and also feeling like we better get to work.
The plan is that we have snow coming tomorrow. Actually, it's Idaho, so we never know when it's gonna snow, but it is coming soon, and we need to get a roof on this place. We're gonna start sheeting the roof this direction.
Well, this is my cold face. We need to get this thing like boxed in so then we can get that wood fire going. Andy will survive this winter by going to Florida.
So we thought Andy was being funny and he locked us out of the skid steer. Then we realized, no, he locked the keys in the skid steer. So what are you doing, Courtney? What is that?
I'm unlocking the skid steer.
Oh, wow. That was way too easy.
Oh, did it lock?
You locked the keys in it.
Do you know what? I almost shut the window as well because it's cold.
Oh, Andy, she just stole your job.
Fired!
Well, I lasted 5 minutes.
Let's nail some sheathing. Does this have a top and a bottom?
Oh, maybe it says on it like last time.
Yeah, I think they're already the right way. This is a huge moment. This felt like so far off when we were doing the foundation work.
These came from Calgary. I could have picked them up.
I think this is one of those things where the very first sheet's gonna be the hardest one to get going. I think it's in the right spot. It's straight to our fascia on the back of the building, which is our reference side. So this is our opportunity now to get the top of our trusses to be perfectly straight, and we're gonna do that by marking layout from the side of the building all the way down as we run these sheets. Yep. Whoa. Woo! Where did these come from? Magic.
Wait, Andy's up here.
Andy's up here.
Courtney's there.
Courtney's there. I'm here. These sheathing clips now are gonna go in the gap. Because we're 24 on center, that's gonna help support the gap between the two. Sheet number 2, this feels unreal. Take your time, I can slide it over to you. Can you give me some muscle?
We need to be in sync. When I push, you need to dab.
Less? More? Less? 2 sheets up. 2 sheets to the wind.
What does that even mean?
I think it's a sailing reference that when you have both sails up, you're just like, you're out of here.
Oh, okay.
I made that up just now. Maybe that's right. Let us know in the comments below. 2 sheets to the wind. Is that what it means?
Riley's gonna kick off.
Following the fascia, we realized was a mistake as the fascia kind of waves in and out between each truss tail. So instead we pulled the string from one corner to the other, and now we're gonna align the sheeting to the string.
Okay, how long until Riley kicks my level off the roof?
Yeah, I don't know why we're not using the Dandy Andy.
Oh, that thing.
The dandy.
Nice.
This don't fit in my pocket though.
Oh my gosh, you're a maniac. Andy's like, oh, in this cold weather, I need a cup of tea and a burrito. And I'm like, Andy, it's always the right temperature for a burrito. I just invented a new tips and tricks.
Oh, yeah?
You just put a little scrap in here on the pile, and then we just cut right through our scrap.
How's that?
Now we have a platform. Wait, or is it our new stage? Half a sheet on, and the first row is done. Woo! Yeah. If you put a bottle opener on it, it'll have even more uses. I'm hot and I'm cold, I'm yes and I'm no, I'm up and I'm down, I'm in and I'm out. I'm wrong when it's right, it's last Friday night. I don't know, but I'm gonna come in on my dark horse. You didn't know, Andy's now a bespoke framer because everything he builds is custom. You just tapped it while you're standing on it, or you jump?
You need to do the tuner. No, wrong way, wrong way. You need to go backwards. The tuner works.
I can't do it.
You did it. I'm gonna do the donkey method. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Did it work? Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, burrito time!
It's been 20 minutes, Riley. Oh!
I'm having burritos, so I want to take a nap, but I also had a second coffee, so I'm like amped. We need to get the rest of our fascia on before we can keep sheeting, which means that we get to use the man basket for the first time. I feel like we hacked the system.
Do you know what it sounded like then? What's that chubby lad called in War Dogs?
Here goes nothing.
Third time's a charm.
Here we go, going up.
Go straight. Can you go up or more?
Yeah? I think this is the part I'm the most worried about because it gets a little jerky.
I don't know why you're worried, it's me that's in the basket.
Whoa!
It's just thumbs up for good,
That means up.
thumbs up for bad, thumbs up for that's fine.
You got it?
Let's see how strong this chain is.
Hopefully it's strong enough to hold the wood because it's supposed to be strong enough to hold you.
Riley's on the phone, which means that Andy's stuck up there. So Andy, do you trust me to bring you down?
What's the worst that can happen?
Uh-oh, it just started raining. Should we just ignore it and keep going for now?
Huh?
Okay.
I'm like the dark in the clouds on a rainy day. On a fire in the hills and I'm headed your way. Oh, it's alright, baby, don't be afraid.
Oh, it looks pretty straight too.
Just give a heads up on my dangerous way. And I know everything I touch burns right down to dust. 'Cause I'm reckless. Yeah, I'm reckless. And I always seem to fall on the wrong side of the law. 'Cause I'm reckless. Yeah, I'm reckless. I keep my hand right on the flame. And I try, but I can't change my reckless ways.
It's raining outside now, so while Courtney and Riley's on the roof, I thought I'd come out of the rain and just make it sound like I'm working. But I'll never know.
It's starting to rain harder, and I'm a little bit worried that it's gonna get slippery up here and we're not gonna notice, and then one of us is gonna slip and slide off the roof. How many roofs have we done in the rain?
Like 5. And I've installed a wood stove chimney in the rain too. The rain has stopped, but the roof is still very wet. So we're gonna finish up the fascia on this side, which means
We get to use the man basket.
basket time. Maybe we should call it the loony bin.
Can I start putting this in, or?
Yeah. Andy, how is that 45?
I said 45 plus 10.
Is it 54? Yeah, 54. Okay.
The rain has stopped, the sun is out,
The fascia is
the
done.
fascia is done, and we are headed back on the roof. It looks so good up here.
Pushing, and we're gonna try to get it until it winds up on that string over there.
You look like you're trying really hard, but it's not moving at all. Oh,
Did it move at all?
yeah.
Okay, let me grab the nail gun.
That's called the Shire. Put a nail in it then.
You ready to nail? I think it is Sharpie. Hold on, let me lick it off.
No, don't do that. It's crazy to think that like a month ago we were standing up here pulling the roof metal off the mobile home.
That was actually seriously only like a month ago, wasn't it? It kind of looks just like the roof we took the metal off of. After a few days of just like tedious tasks, it's so fun to accomplish so much.
Guys, it looks so good.
Pulling up to the house this morning, and I just looked up at it and went, wow, we built that. We built that with our own hands and our own tools and our own brains. Yeah, so check this out, Andy, while you were gone last night.
Something been stolen? I hope it's not his man basket. Brew station! Nice! Now we get to have a cup of tea break every hour. Really? It's even sparkly like I like stuff. English breakfast.
Yeah, I don't know anything about tea.
No, Twining's English breakfast. It's not Yorkshire tea, but it's up there.
It's good.
Yeah.
So we realized this morning when we pulled this string that our very first and our very last tails are too long, and we need to cut them a little bit shorter and try to get this a little bit straighter. Take me down, Andy. Woohoo! All right, last row, here we go. On this last row, every single sheet needs to get rip cut. 31 3/4 is our number. I don't think I know how to use a chalk line. We have a block with a string tied to it, all the way down, and another block on that end as a weight pulling down to hold the string tight. So I'm gonna nail half, Andy's gonna nail half, we'll meet in the middle, then we'll go back, we'll pick up our string with our blocks, and we'll move down one truss and repeat. That was really fast. Yeah. That's it for this video. We have about 2,000 nails to put in. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one when we start putting this roof on. Thanks again to Delete Me for sponsoring this video. If you'd like to get your privacy back, head to joindeleteme.com/strikes20 and use the code strikes20 for 20% off at checkout.